But the thing is that I'm getting to is that not being a student of history, not history. You don't take math. History. I don't know, so, but I believe some people that it is immigrants and what we call what is alien is who build America. Okay?
You need to tell that to he in the Oval Office.
He's an immigrant too.
Well, you know that, I know that, everybody know that, but he don't seem to understand.
Right, but you see, this is the thing. I mean, how could you use people of for all these years? I mean, who it is that designed and drafted the plans for the Casablanca?
Yeah,
White House.
but
A black boy?
let me chime in here, right?
Okay.
There was a article that the person is claiming. I'm not sure if it was an opinion piece, but this is from a senator that's saying that the immigration, the deportation efforts
Yeah, right.
are
Has the potential.
are good for affordability.
Already? Okay.
Yes, oh really? And was saying that in essence, how much money states spend and federal government spend on services for immigrants.
Uh-huh.
You know, and
Okay.
and it's amazing how people are selectively cherry pick whatever.
Mhm.
I want to know what bona fide Americans, as well as those who came here legally, all right, and those who are coming here legally that is trying to kick out nonetheless, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
I want to know who are the people that work in those fields to keep the price of your vegetables, your grains, your beef, all of these things to keep them at some type of reasonable level.
No, they
Because
would want to tell it as AI, but AI just
AI ain't gonna be picking no lettuce out there. Okay, ain't gonna be picking no tomatoes out there. And when they had the experiment where they put the Americans to work the rice paddies,
Mhm.
okay, within a week all of them quit.
You better believe it.
All right. So I'm just saying that there's some logic, warped logic. Okay, if you want to get rid of the worst of the worst, I don't think anybody gonna disagree with you on that. You're gonna put obstacles to the farmers to be able to have the workforce necessary. You're gonna get rid of all the truckers who have the CDL license. You're gonna get rid of all of those who are immigrants but otherwise qualified as drivers. You're gonna get rid of them, and you don't have nobody to replace them with.
Well, Jerry, I hope, I mean, Dan, I hope they're listening to you because this, to me, it did not cipher all of this happening because right now, schools across the nation are shuttering because the schools are empty
Yeah,
because there's no Asians and other
well,
places who get out of the place.
you know, if the joke, because it's so bad you could want to cry, so I can't. The joke, okay, is that America is hurting itself
And just shooting
to
itself in the
to
foot.
to be able to say that I like this person and who he don't like, I don't like. So let's do it.
Oh,
It's not about sense, logic, definitely ain't common sense, all right? I just plain don't make sense. America is
thank you.
retributing against itself,
Thank
and
you.
this the thing that,
Not America, them old white man.
well, in the end, wait. See, now you're going someplace here, okay? It got all our young people who have sense. They just have those people who fit in a certain group and going around with a certain badge on the head, that happen to be in influence now. But everybody else watching on and saying, "Well, what craziness going on here?" Well, they need to stop watching and saying, "Stop the craziness! Get up there and block these people because this is ridiculous." You know, the Port of Hormuz was open. Iran didn't shut it. It was open. And Iran wasn't looking to monopolize it. It was open. Gas was too high at 3 and change, but now it's 4 and change. And you know, I just it's so amazing. I didn't know the former president, they said it's the former president Biden, was so powerful because all of these things are happening. They keep saying this Biden, this Biden, this Biden. And I'm saying I thought we had a new president who was doing something.
Because you need to say Emperor Biden.
Yeah. But let me tell you something. I don't know.
Biden's not power, you know.
The price of gasoline now being $4 and something.
But
When
they say,
you're
how much is
doing
diesel?
towards the PVR, you got to put another $2 on that. Okay?
They said
But
diesel.
that's where that is.
They said diesel is around $7 a gallon.
Okay then. But you see, I don't know. The song them kind of say what you want, you get it right behind the closet, right behind the toilet, kind of that.
Well, the fact of the matter is you're getting it right up in your face.
Oh,
That's the fact of it. But like I said, you know, folks are behaving like this is their basketball team and they support their basketball team come hell or high water. That's not what it's about. This is about productivity and delivering to your constituents. But the constituents themselves saying, we don't care, do what you want. Okay?
What is a government if not to provide services to its people? I mean, what is it?
Oh, well, let me tell you what I see. It's not about providing services to the citizens. It is about maintaining a hierarchy that benefits the rich and ultra rich. That's all it is. That's all it is. Because if you're gonna help students with student loans, you're gonna get all kind of resistance from the Republicans, the MAGAs, whoever else. But give the big corporations the tax breaks, and that's okay to do.
Yeah, you will never get pushback.
And the thing is that from the time I knew from a long time ago something was wrong when people were saying that this particular president was going to be good for the little man. Good in what sense? Good for you? And good for you? I mean, for the time I saw that. And this is why you have all these people now expressing their buyer's remorse and everything else, and that's fine. But let's stick to the facts. Gas gone up, beef gone up, the measles gone up.
Okay.
All right, your food in your grocery store gone up. I mean, every which way you're looking, it gone up. Healthcare, you ain't gone on or it gone up or both. I mean, every which way you turn, it's in your face that this government is not working for the greater masses of the people. But that greater masses is who has to say something about it. Unfortunately, the things that this president is doing creates a new precedent that presidents in the future will be tempted to do also. So in some ways, the system is broken in a way that trouble coming.
Yeah, but Dougie, the thing that I is bothering me, I somehow don't believe them big boys are seeing it. You go into any supermarket, whether it is a super Walmart, a this, or that, whoever, you tell me who 99.9% of the workers are Bolivian, Ecuadorian, Jamaican, St. Lucian, Haitianos. So you scatter them, then who will work? The natives ain't going to work for like $11 an hour. Oh my God. I mean,
Hey,
a lot of places are shuttering, small businesses are closing the doors.
listen, you're gonna buy bush from now on, you know, because we're looking at some ribeye steak. It's $20 and some cents a pound.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah.
So you
But
can't.
like you said, you know, the bush. They remember they said stay out of the bushes.
Yeah.
Well, let me.
I can turn vegetarian now.
Well, they're planning for something. Let me share this with you, right? They're already anticipating that the market for buying cars is going to constrict because the cost of a car is getting to the point now where people just plain can't afford a car. All right. So imagine now if you had 100 million people buying a car and it cut down to 75 million people who could be projected to buy a car. That means that the cost of the car is going to get pushed up even further because the company making the cars has to make their profit and pay their bills.
Of course.
Right. So we're in this cycle where the whole it's like if the bus was made to be free and everybody jump on the bus and the bus broke down. The bus still free, but it ain't going nowhere.
All right.
All right, it's still free, but it ain't going nowhere. And in essence, this whole economic system is going to, at some point in time, collapse because.
Let me tell you two things quickly, then I'm gonna get someone else a chance.
Okay.
My daughter that lives in West Palm Beach swing by the house yesterday afternoon after she was teaching summer school, and she says to me, "Daddy, you know what happened?" I said, "No, me, you know what happened." She said, "School lunch is not going to be free anymore." I said, "What the hell you telling me, girl?" She said, "No, you can put in at $2. You want a pate, $2. You want a rice, it's $3." I mean, for some students, the school breakfast and lunch are the best meals for the day. What do you get money from the bike?
Gerard,
Yes, sir.
when you bring me my breakfast, my WSTX breakfast, okay, I notice you ain't been charging me for it. Is that going to continue that way, or Mr. Name's putting good mouth on my muffin?
Not just free.
You won't got to start paying for it too. Price going up.
But the last thing, let me go and say, you mentioned cars. I was in business with a guy named Tony Rodriguez in selling cars in West Palm Beach on Dixie Highway. 4 years ago, we could have easily sold, I'm talking about nice used cars, including convertibles and stuff. None to go over 10 grand. Nice, clean cars. We used to sell sometimes 6 a week. We catch it our tail to sell one a month.
Yep.
Oh my God. I mean, that cars now, I ain't talking about Lamborghini and all of them, which is $1 billion people car. You got what you call a Ford Bronco. They come out with some kind of foolish remake of the Bronco, which most of them can recall. But the thing was around $90,000.
You know why? You know why?
No.
All them chopping is a point inside the guts of the car. Computer for this, computer for that, computer for this, sensor for this, sensor for that. You got to go back.
You know, you're so right.
You got
back in the day.
Listen.
We had a howler, a some other local mechanics with pliers, a screwdriver, and a half-inch 916 box wrench. They could have fixed any car.
You need to
They
go.
better go back to school.
Yeah, you need to go back to school and buy a Mac computer.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you're gonna need a computer to diagnose what's wrong with the car, because
Well,
all the ignorance that they put inside the car these days. I'm glad I stopped fixing car, because when I hear about the Chinese writing that they have under them hood, I tell them, I say me, I tell her I'll get from my house with a car there, because.
But I'm gonna close with this. I'm gonna close with this. That is, I love the train of thought. So let me close, and then I'll come back.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, catch you on the swing back.
Yes, sir.
All right, take care.
Yeah, back in the day, you had distributor cap points and condensers, and your cars up, shut down on the road. You fire along the points a little bit. You make it go contact, you adjust it, boom, 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 make a spark, bam, 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 turn the key, you're gone again. Nowadays, you gotta figure out which sensor it is gone bad will make the car shut down. A guy was fighting with a car, and it's a V6. He have power on one side, 3-cylinder running, the other 3-cylinder ain't working. And he take the car all over the place, he can't figure it out. I tell him, did you check the oxygen sensor? He said no. The mechanic then make it change, coil pack, do this one. I said, change the oxygen sensor. When you change the oxygen sensor, put it in the system, check the system. The car running. He said that is so simple. I said, yeah, something as simple as that. You understand? So, but these new business what they got going on now, they have computer in the transmission. You know, transmission are your own computer.
Yep, the world has changed. We got some children visiting WSTX here today. I know if we can get teeth of them when they to come through here.
That's why they sound like a daycare.
Oh wow. I would say that out there sound like the future. The future is here. And now, and if you're not ready for it, it ain't gonna say, hey, I'll come back later. It's here. Okay? And thank goodness we have something to look forward to, something good to look forward to in our future. Yes, we have some challenges that we may face along the way. The youth of today in many ways are so unaware of what their ancestors had to go through to get to what is being taken away from them now.
You remember that had a movie called Baby's Kids?
Yeah.
That movie was a trip.
Yeah. Well, it's the movie and life is a trip. We got somebody else here calling. Okay. All right.
Good morning, WSTX.
Me again.
I got him.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I wanted to ask you is, has any of what is happening on the mainland filtered down to the Virgin Islands as yet? Well, maybe I shouldn't even ask that, because it is my understanding that the governor said the reason he hasn't done capital projects is that he don't have nobody to do the work. I did not know that it was. If you give a contract to someone, a contractor, he is supposed to find his workers. I know that the governor still has to go find workers for you.
Okay, well, I think you're oversimplifying it.
Okay.
I think you're oversimplifying it. Okay.
Okay.
You got a lot of people who want a job, and you got people who want to work.
Right.
And sometimes it's the same person, and sometimes two different people.
Right.
Okay. And I think in terms of, from what I see, in terms of the extent of what needs to get done, we have a challenge in producing the necessary workforce. Okay, we have a challenge. It's just okay. Let's look back at I went to college. I was the second person in my family to go to college. Okay.
Okay.
Let me finish this thought here. Yeah, and back in them days, it was a status thing, so to speak, that most families aspired to getting their children to go to college.
True.
They didn't want them to put a hand in the dirt. They didn't want them to do plumbing. They didn't want them to do carpentry. And they didn't want them to do electrical.
Right.
Okay? And what happened is we had people who came in to the Virgin Islands who aspired to the trades
Mhm.
and then came to dominate the trades
Of course.
simply because they were willing and interested to get into the trades.
Right.
Okay, so now we went through that process where now more and more people, okay, the descendants of those people who went into the trades, their children don't want to do the trades. So they got older, they passed on and everything else. So now we're right back where we started from. When you look at as an education system that says that at some point in time you have to drop your pursuits of vocational technical education to complete your requirements on the other side, okay, the academic side, you have a system that's defeating itself.
Yeah.
When you have a system that does not invest in entrepreneurship to the level that needs to be, you have a system that's defeating itself. Now, I'm not saying that money that just come out the air for these things. I'm just saying that this is the challenge before us. So it has not to do with what that individual is saying as much so as the reality if we're going to be honest with ourselves.
Thank you. Honesty. But you said something again. You mentioned and sure, and your ship. If that's the one, me don't know that big one. And throw up on our ship. Anyway, there's a group that has been on the radio. I don't know if it's Thursdays or Fridays. I think it's Thursdays.
Uh-huh.
They're talking about.
Yeah, come on after us sometimes, and they're talking about these things. But
Yeah.
and they have given a valiant effort. But you have to have the population to fill the need and desire to be in this thing, and then you have to have the apprenticeship system designed to foster it. Because if you're gonna teach somebody plumbing and welding and whatever, you better have a transition for them to be making some money while they're learning it, okay, and to get into a job thereafter. The efforts are there, but the challenge is much bigger than what those efforts are able to produce.
Okay, I'm glad
That's the reality.
you went in because I was going to pull you up and tell you had to go a little further, but you went. Because what I would add to it is that there needs to be respect. And of course, respect begets respect for a tradesman.
You got 30 seconds. We're at the top of the hour.
Toilet to unclog it. The tradesman won't do that.
Mr. Nibs, you got 30 seconds. We're at the top of the hour. We got to take a break.
15 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, so let me close by saying this. Is that we got to be serious. Because if you build in a community in Jesus Christ, you have to have workers, trained people. Trained is the operative word. And most people, it's not all coming from the Eastern Caribbean islands and about comes with a trade, skill, and craft. We need to be doing the same right
Okay,
here.
we gotta go. We gotta
Okay,
go.
your 30 seconds are up.
Go.
Come on.
We gotta go. We gotta take a break. Keep the lights on, the mics on. We'll be back after these messages. The numbers to call when we get back in is 340-773-0390, 340-773-0490. We'll be back. The
Here we go.
we are back. We're back. We're back. And my son, I think the camera's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
cameras.
cameras are on.
Yes,
You have a pretty lady in the studio. Somebody that better to look at than Doug.
Okay, okay, all right. So you're not in the studio? You're not in the studio? Okay, folks. I will ask you to make your own judgment about these things, okay? But yes, we have someone that's nicer to look at than Jared in the studio here with us. In fact, if you're streaming, you're gonna see the face and the big smile, and you're gonna see the supervisor that they have with them here. Can the children run things, right?
that's her.
Okay,
That's how
children
we're
run
back.
things.
I'm blind. I can't see.
Okay,
Hi.
so she's gonna pass you the
Mic.
mic here. You
Hi.
can pull it over closer to you if necessary. Okay. Well, just as a matter of courtesy, folks, I told you earlier that we're having someone in here, an author, yes, and coming in here. They had their book signing was the day before yesterday at the Undercover Books.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Yes, at Undercover Books. And so we have the pleasure of having her in here today. And the title of the book, No Ordinary Dreamer. And I was telling her about some of the nightmares that I have, and I'd like to get rid of those dreams. So I definitely want to hear what's in this book. Maybe I could change the channel in my dream. All right. So, folks, spread the word. If somebody walk away to get a sandwich or some coffee, tell them rush back quick before they miss the best part of our show here today.
Oh.
All right. Well, the floor is yours, and you're streaming live, so folks can see the book, and in that process, anything else you want to hold up.
Oh, yeah.
And young lady with the phone,
Yeah. I got Iris here.
Iris.
I try to leave her in the other room.
That's
She's
okay.
like, I'm going
Could
home.
you say hi?
Can you say hi to
Everybody just wave to
Everyone's-
everybody.
I'm
Yeah,
watching
okay.
you.
All right.
She wouldn't
Good.
let me out of her sight. She's like, no, I'm going, Mom.
Hey, I know about that. I know about that.
So,
Okay, the floor is all yours. Welcome.
Okay, thank you so
Okay.
much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity to come on and share with you guys on my book. It's been a long journey.
All right.
It took about 13 years to write it from start to finish. I had a lot of stops along the way. It was
Okay.
with all the children I was having. I have 6 for those who
Oh,
don't know
right,
me.
so. Better you than me.
Exactly.
Better you than me.
Yeah.
So,
You
yeah.
have 2 more than me.
Oh, okay.
4 more than me. So,
Okay.
anyhow.
So yeah, the book. So it kind of came to me as I was actually my first daughter was born, and I was just like I wanted to. I've always wanted to write a book. It's just like even in school, like I was always liking writing, and I like to make up stories and just create something cool, like different than something I've already seen or books I've never written before or read before. I wanted to find something that was similar to other things like inspired me to write it. But like one of the movies that was a big player in that was it's called Inception, and it's a big movie that came out probably in the early late 2000s.
Mhm.
But it features Leonardo DiCaprio, and it just it's a really cool movie. It's like I recommend anyone who hasn't seen it definitely check it out. Just kind of a play on like how you get lost in your dreams and like you don't know what's reality, what's real. So it's like
Yeah,
that kind of
right.
idea, and that's kind of how the book kind of is too. It's kind of a book within a book. And it takes place in a time like before I would say before screens, whenever that was, before TV, and like before like the world just became like so like socially media, all that, and like just and the characters are like they go back in time, like they're like just like basically out in the country, and it's like a really nice like setting. The setting is really like I think of it as being organic because there's like farms, like people had farmers markets, and actually people sold their stuff out in like in the park areas, yeah. And so the main character is kind of it's kind of like my younger version of myself. I think I like to think of it as because she's 18, so it's kind of a coming of age story, and she basically embarks on her life like she's at the age where she's able to move out and find her own way, and her parents kind of are like they're kind of nervous about it, but they are let her know that she's open to go if she wants to find a job or whatever she wants to do, and kind of like that age like when every teenagers like ready to like I'm moving out of parents' house or they're going to go to college or what do they want to do, they start making decisions like that. So that's kind of like the setting of the story. So yeah.
Well, let me just rewind a little bit here. Some people, um, they're born and they have a pencil in their hand. I know how they got the pencil before they were born, but they got a pencil in their hand. And some folks later on in life, epiphany happens and they say, I want to write a book, or so how did it happen for you? How did you get to authorship in a sense of that? Is it something a lifelong desire to do, or was it an epiphany and then you just I'm going to do this?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, like I always like to journal, and I went to school for journalism, like broadcast or print, and I was debating about what field I wanted to go into, but I really liked the writing part because I could be like I didn't have to necessarily do it for like a newspaper. I was like thinking more like just like creative writing, and also for maybe a magazine. I was thinking about doing like a travel magazine, and then just being able to go like I wanted to travel and then like basically write articles on the different restaurants or the different places you could do things like that. Kind of like what I'm here, like going to all the different places you can see like all the national monuments and museums and meeting people. So
was great. So how long have you had the opportunity to be here in St. Croix?
Oh, I came last Saturday, so
Last
it's been
Saturday?
almost a week.
So you've been on the move then, because there's plenty to see
Yes,
and
I have
plenty to
been
do
every day. Like
and everything. So you got in your share of beach. There's a ice cream place down in Frederick said Armstrong Ice Cream. You been there?
I haven't got there yet.
You haven't gotten there?
I've heard it's really good. I'm
it's
gonna definitely go check it out.
Well, put it on the bucket list to say,
I will.
we'll go down there and get some
Gotta go back down there.
and get something that is local fruit. Not anybody can vanilla is vanilla.
Yeah.
Okay. Get some.
Get something
We have
different.
something like guava or gooseberry or something different.
Yes.
And in that sense, so yeah, really encourage you to to do that while you're here. Now, you know, there's a road out here, a main road that we call the bypass, and there are children being born, and as far as they know, it was always there. You know, you talk about screens.
Okay.
For them, the bypass was always there, but that didn't used to be there, and you used to have to drive through Christiansted town, and everybody is there in lollygagging, see somebody stopping and talking. So one of the things about going through town was like, okay, can you speed up the conversation to move through or whatever. So anyhow, yes, there was a time when we didn't have screens.
Yeah.
All right. But the fact of the matter is that books are still a wonderful form of entertainment, of stimulation, to experience other people's imagination in the process. So I commend you in not just thinking about it, but to follow through to get from beginning to now we have the product. So when are you heading out?
Saturday.
Saturday. All right. So definitely. You got time to get the ice
Couple
cream
more
in.
time, yeah.
Whatever,
Couple more days, yeah.
All right. Good thing. So where you hail from?
I am originally from Iowa. So
Iowa.
shout out to all my family that's watching online or on the internet.
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
On YouTube.
All
Facebook right now.
Facebook, yeah.
Okay.
And originally Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So yeah.
Okay. What's the worst time of winter there in Iowa?
Anywhere from like October on
From
to
October
like
on to
probably March.
March? Okay,
There's,
well, good. Well,
That's when my sister went to college.
I'm going to tell you,
College.
Pro college? Okay.
Yeah,
Very
okay.
cool. Yeah, no, so
Well,
yeah.
if you can, come back and do a follow-up on your book launch or launch another book and
Yeah.
come back between October and March.
Yeah.
So when you reach back home, you'll have all these nice pictures of the sun and
Yeah.
the sea and everything else, and be the envy of everyone else, as well as shared your new book with us. Okay?
Yes,
Definitely something
I
to
wanna-
aspire.
I want
go ahead.
to butt in a little bit.
Sure.
I always do this because being that I'm blind, I always tell the artists to try to get their book in with the NLS, the National Library,
Okay.
the National Library Service, because we have what you call a talking book service,
Oh, okay, yeah.
right? So they would read, they would record the books,
Mhm.
and they can download it and read the book, And there's where the library is on St. Croix?
I
In
think
Christiansted?
I probably passed by it, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a talking book library here in Christiansted,
Okay.
which is the Florence Williams Library.
Mhm.
The talking book library librarian, her name is Miss Nina Garcia.
Okay.
So you could check in with her and see who you could talk to get your book in with the on the talking book thing,
Okay.
Network, yeah.
the network.
Sounds good. Yeah. Very cool.
Okay. Yeah, because there are a lot of, and I say this in all humor and seriousness at the same time. There are people who are blind that like to watch TV, and people who are blind that like to read.
Okay.
And we want to make sure that people understand that in that context, not from an economic point of view, as well as from just an appreciation of audience and ultimately fans. So it's one of those things. So right. So Iris, are you enjoying St. Croix?
Have you had fun, honey? Look at the camera. There's a camera there.
See, we got a camera
Sound
here
like
right
you
here
do.
for you.
Look at that camera.
Yeah. Did you enjoy? Did you go to the beach?
What did you see at the beach? Say it loud. You saw a big cruise boat. We watched the boat leave. And
Frederick said.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Okay. Good thing. Well, I'm so glad you were able to get here to the Virgin Islands, and of course, we also welcome you back when you have that next book, or for any other reason that you might want to just come back and visit. Yeah. So, No Ordinary Dreamer.
Yes.
No
And
Ordinary
you can find
Dreamer.
it on Amazon currently. I actually have it as I actually got it recorded as an audiobook, but I haven't got it edited yet. So I'm working on that right
Okay.
now. So I do have the audio book going.
Okay.
So yeah. And then also my website, www.ordinarydreamer.com. You can check me out on there. I actually have like a dream blog actually. So I like to go in and create. I make up or I put my stories like in a format, like a short story format, and then I put like fictitious names to the characters, and then it's like a little. Oh no, it's like a little collection of stories, and they're like really interesting. Ones I think are really most interesting that I have.
Okay, and that site is again?
NoOrdinaryDreamer.com is the
Okay.
website. Yeah, you can check me on there. And then also I have all my links to Facebook and Instagram. You can check me out on those social media platforms. So
All right, folks. All right, folks. Definitely Marcy Marie Schmitz, supervised by Iris,
Yes.
monopolized by Iris. Yes, hold it up. So
That's the
folks can see.
youngest.
yeah, she's
No
3.
ordinary
Yeah.
dream.
Oh,
All
I
right.
remember
Good thing,
when
folks.
mine was 3.
Yes, I'm gonna
That's you.
get on here and see
My
about
youngest is
ordering
19.
ordering a copy of that book. So
I'll
maybe
give
I
you this
can
one.
I
I'll
can.
sign this one for you.
Okay, I appreciate that. So hopefully it will help me to change my dreams. Okay,
Yes.
'cause, it's funny. It's kind of like you having a dream, and sometimes it's like a maze, and you're trying to get out of the maze.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just have to make myself wake up myself.
Mhm.
I just
I
need
have
to
those
get.
all the time, yeah.
So if reading this book can help me to change the course of my dreams, it would definitely be, that I would be entering the club of not being an ordinary dreamer.
Okay.
'Cause ordinary right now ain't where I want to be. I want a different form of ordinary. Okay, folks. Marcy Marie Smith's here in WSTX, and we have this on Facebook, and we're also recording it. So I'll send you a copy, or if you leave your either email or however, or
Okay.
you have that information, I can send it to you on your
Yeah.
Facebook on your website.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can send you a copy of this so you can say, hey, we were here, we had fun. It's good. Take plenty of pictures
I
because
will.
how old is Iris?
3.
Yeah. Okay, so the age of more awareness is coming on, and she can see those pictures, and that was me.
Yep.
Yeah, I have this young man, and every now and then I say, "You recognize that guy?" He ain't so young no more. Yeah. Okay. Well, we were happy to have you here, and look forward to seeing you come back to St. Croix with more to offer in terms of things to read, and definitely keep in touch with us. If you
Okay.
have anything else out before then, just send us
Yeah,
an
it's gonna
email or
be a-
whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna
and-
be a series, so
right. So
great.
we can talk it up from this end, and
and it's gonna be available. Just so you know, it's gonna be at the Undercover Bookstore here. And I actually had some extra copies, so I signed a bunch, so I left them there. So if anybody's interested and you're in St. Croix, you can go to the bookstore.
all right. Well,
and
keep us
pick
in
a
mind.
copy.
Okay, and you know where we are. So in that context, when you come back again, just let us know in advance, and we'll create a slot for you and make sure
Okay.
you get that exposure.
So cool. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Okay. Well, Marcy Marie Smith, mother of 6, supervised by 1.
I like that.
All right. So I hope that this was a great experience across the board, and wish you much more of that on St. Croix.
Okay.
And definitely spread the word. We got a community-minded station here, and definitely we like spreading the word and sharing this with the folks out there. Okay.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
fantastic. All right, Iris,
You did good.
you having a good time?
She's like plugged in.
Okay, let me see if we got someone here calling. It's about the book. Good morning, WSTX.
Yeah, Tommy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I would like to pick up the lady there and the daughter that she supervised by. I had attended Upper Iowa University for a short time, so I know how cold it is.
Yes, that's why I'm here.
Very cold.
Get up.
Yeah. And I also have to congratulate her and other young women the ones that seems to be writing books. Somehow we don't find too much of the young brothers, the males writing books, but the ladies are doing it. Hello?
I wouldn't be so quick to write off the guys now.
Yeah.
They just
No,
look,
you don't write them out.
okay, because they just look better than, the ladies just look better than us. So maybe we have a bias. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Yeah. But and that reminds me of one of our local young authors, Kimisha. Knowles is her last name. She does be on a Friday afternoon program and the same station.
Oh, okay.
She has several books, children's books that she has written as well.
All right. She talks about them on a show or and maybe
yeah, she does talk about them on her show.
Okay, good. Maybe I should run her down
and it just shows that so enjoy the rest of your stay, ma'am, and get back safely.
Okay.
Thank you so
and
much.
just as a matter of information, we have okay, take care, sir. Okay. We have a festival, okay, a book festival here, in usually in April, okay, later in April, okay. So let me see if I can pull up here what's on my mind in the process, okay, okay. So I can give you that, okay, festival, okay. So it's not coming up here, okay. Book fair and festival. Okay, I'll send you that information. This is something to know about in that context. Most definitely. So you have a few more days here in St. Croix, and I wish you the best and all fun and entertainment while you're here. And make sure you soak up as much of that sea. I see someone else peeping in here.
Oh yeah, one of my other girls.
Oh, okay.
I try to get them all to come in, but they're like, no, they don't be good.
Oh,
You can go get them.
All girls?
I have all 5 girls and 1 boy.
Ooh.
He didn't come, so he's back in Actually, I live in Henderson, which is right outside Las Vegas, and he wanted to stay with his dad, so he can handle all the girls. I don't think.
Okay.
So yeah.
I got a pair, 2 pairs.
Okay. And if you could just come right over here by your mom.
Come on, guys.
Okay. So.
A boy and a girl. Yeah.
2 boys, 2 boys. 2
Oh,
boys.
2 boys and a girl.
Okay, so I got everybody. Don't hide. I want to see the face. Everybody in the camera. Okay. All right. So you all are streaming live. So, all right. Have you enjoyed yourself here? When
enjoyed. It's quiet now. They're like really loud everywhere else. But
all right. Like, well, it's a long ways from Iowa.
Well, actually, I was just telling them. We live in Henderson currently, but we are right outside. It's like right outside Las Vegas.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome to St. Croix. I hope you enjoyed yourself here and got to the beach. And make sure she reaches to the ice cream store. We have a very special ice cream store. We have some special ice creams that are made with local fruits. And make sure you get a taste of those things. Okay, so we have witnesses here that we gotta go to get some ice cream.
I've been telling them.
All right, great. Okay, so enjoy yourselves. Could you tell us your name?
First, tell them my name again.
Iris.
She'll tell you.
She said it, but I didn't say.
She said it for it. Verity.
Verity. Okay.
Acacia. Icaria.
All right. Well, we're glad to have all of you here, and I'm glad to have you all come in the studio and say hi. Okay, so please forgive me if you're shy. I just had to have you all come in. Okay. All right. Until next time, don't make it too long a time. All right, because everybody enjoyed it.
Okay.
Come in the middle of winter and they'll really enjoy it then.
Until you go back home.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, fantastic. Folks, No Ordinary Dreamer, available at Undercover Books. All right. And just know that there's plenty of good things to read, plenty of good things going on at Undercover Books right here across the street from WSTX, downstairs next to the bistro, where they have nice corn muffins from time to time. Yep. So, Undercover Books, support our local bookstore. All right, good thing. All right. Thank you again. Definitely thank you for following through with Ariel and coming in and spending some time with us.
Yes, for sure.
Enjoy St. Croix.
I will. Thank
All
you.
right, good thing. See, Jared? Yeah.
No,
All right.
yeah.
Now he has a daughter that's still supervising him. Okay,
Okay.
so he can relate.
Yeah, let me correct you. She tries to supervise. Yeah, she's
How old is she?
23.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I got
Tries to
little years
supervise.
ago.
Yeah, she tries to supervise.
All right. Okay. Tell me anything.
I can tell you what going on.
All right. Thank you again, Marcy.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Okay.
Take care. Have a great day. Yeah, Jared. And we got all kinds of nice people get off the plane, cruise ship, whatever. And it's always nice when we get an opportunity to have somebody come in here and join us and tell us about some other aspect of life, perspective, or where they're from and everything else. So it's fun. So I think we've had a blessed day. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. Definitely. NoOrdinaryDreamer.com.
Yes.
For anyone that's looking for information. And if you want to get your hands on the book, right here at Undercover Books here on St. Croix, of course, you say it's on Amazon also. And soon come going to be the audiobook. And who knows, maybe we might see you in the talking book section also. Definitely. Don't miss out on that potential fandom there.
Yeah.
Because and the thing is, you know, with the advent of screens, you know, it's always refreshing when you go someplace and you meet folks, especially children, who still open that book and let their imaginations fly. All right. Good thing.
We have a book club that we meet every second Wednesday of the month.
Okay.
So if that book gets online, we can make that one of the books we discuss.
Cool.
You know? And we do that. We're discussing Nash Falls right now with David Baldacci.
Okay.
That's an interesting book.
All right. Well, you know, I have a complaint. When, you know, we don't talk about that book club activities enough. Who do I need to complain to? Is it you?
Amy de Silver.
Amy de Silver. Okay. Amy, WSTX is registering a formal complaint. We need to know whenever you have a book club meeting.
I don't
All right.
I don't work for DPN.
Okay. Thank you, Marcy.
Bye. Thank
See you, Iris. Bye.
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 All right. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right. So, Jared,
Yes, sir.
just me and you again.
Yeah, I gotta shut my eye now.
You got to shut your eye now.
Yeah. Yes, you're alone to look up.
Oh. Well, before you do, make sure I'm not in the dark. Okay, make sure I got light on. Okay. So
What you want me-
huh?
What you want to lay down to do?
Because you want to make sure that them of us who can see got light. You can move day or night. For us, it's a different situation. We need the light. All
Yeah,
right.
Talking of which, I forget. I don't really forget, but you know, August 1st, which is Saturday, that is my other child's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
That's Gianna Gabrielle Evelyn. She's making a birthday on August 1st. So happy birthday in advance, Gigi. Hope all is well with you. Hope you enjoy your day when it comes. That's coming from your dad, Gerard T. Evelyn Sr., and your family circle. You know, so yeah. Two of them back to back.
Two of them back to back.
Yeah.
Let me
The
see.
31st and the 1st.
Let me see. Let me see here now. So this is July. It's the 7th month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. December, November. So you did yours in November?
How I know you won't go there? How I know you won't go there?
Okay.
Too
much talking.
I should have seen that one coming.
Too much talking.
Not too much rain.
Too much rain?
Yeah, you know the rain a lot in November.
Okay. Rain. Okay. All right.
So it'll be raining and you see me coming run.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for the laugh, Jerry. Thank you for the laugh. Okay. Yes. All right. It is now 27 minutes before the hour of 10. So, folks, we got plenty of time for you. What's the number, Jerry?
Let me see. 340-773-0390 or 773-0490.
Okay. No, it got to come out smoother than that because I ain't asked you to read it. Think like I asked you to read it.
I
right?
gotta remember. Listen, I got you. You
Oh,
laugh.
I thought it was that you were telling me you couldn't see the number.
I can't say numbers either, but I got so much numbers in my head, right?
Mm.
The other day I was calling my my co-worker in St. Thomas, and I ended up calling my co-worker over here.
All right.
She was like, wait, what are you calling me? I said, oh gosh, I dialed the wrong number.
All right. Well,
So
we got a call on line 1. Okay. Good morning, WSTX.
Good morning, Doug. How are you?
I'm doing great, fantastic, outstanding. I'm hearing your voice.
Welcome back. I know I'm a little late, but I had to say welcome back.
Okay, good to be back.
Yeah. I was listening to the earlier. Oh, the lady that was just there.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Coe College in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Oh man, your brother that out here already?
Well, I graduated from the University of Iowa in Iowa City.
Uh-huh.
So I transferred there after, I think it was like 3 years. Yeah, I still have a friend that lives in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Wow. Small world. Small world. I tell folks.
Surprised. And the author had sent me a message on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and I meant to look her up and respond back, and I forgot. I was just there looking at my messenger, and I said, "Oh my God, that's the same lady."
Well, it's so funny. I have a friend, Althea Taylor, who is visiting St. Croix. Used to live here on St. Croix at one point in time, and she lives in Canada now, and she was in Washington D.C. and she said I was on a train, and on the door open, and in walks this guy named Dean Peters, who I haven't seen in decades.
Wow.
I say it's probably no place in the world that there is no Virgin Island. You gotta always be ready.
It's true.
No
I
one.
follow a lot of people on Facebook that used to live here, people I used to work with and everything. There's one lady, I hadn't seen her in like 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple months ago, I ran into her in Sunny Isles.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. I still remember her. I remember her because I keep seeing her pictures on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
So I know what she looks like now.
All right. Good thing. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's always good hearing your voice, always bubbly. Apparently, Jared is behaving. You don't have to talk stern to him.
Well, I did tell him to behave when he talked about putting the banana peel. I texted him and tell him behave. You know, the things like that.
Well, maybe I can recruit you to help me out here, because I keep telling him that the random act is about kindness.
I know. I keep telling him the same thing too.
But
You know,
dropping the banana
thing
peel
is,
is a random act.
he acts like the tough guy and he's not kind and everything, but a lot of what he does is out of kindness, even though he don't want to admit it.
Oh,
That's the secret.
goodness, undercover kind man. Okay.
Yes.
Undercover blind man, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention is, you know, the conversation y'all had with Mr. Niv, you know, about there not being enough workers and stuff like that. I think one of the things I realized is that because of, you know, when the refinery was in operation, there were a lot of tradesmen around,
Yes.
you know, to support the refinery.
Mm-hmm.
Now that the refinery is no longer there, a lot of them moved away.
Yep.
So it's not just the government having issues trying to find people to work, even private people who trying to get work on their
Yep.
houses done, etc. There just aren't enough workmen around.
Right. And you know that locally, as soon as you start talking about bringing people into work, people are getting back up. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're not tuned into the reality
Exactly.
that we want these things to happen, but we're handicapped in terms of work power, so we may have to compromise to get these places built in the time and everything that we need to. So this the challenge, how to get people to understand that, wait, no, we're not discriminating against the people who live here as much. So we want this new school, we want this other new building, we want that, we need to get it built before the feds, you know, say that, hey, you had this money too long and nothing happened, so we're going to take it back.
And another thing that a lot of people don't take into consideration, and I know this because I work for the government and I was involved in procurement, etc.
Mm-hmm.
When you get federal funds, you have to meet certain standards. You can't just have anybody doing the work. They have to have the proper certifications, etc.
All of that.
They have to meet those standards, otherwise the federal government will not pay them.
Exactly.
You know, it's not just as simple as just going and picking somebody off the road and getting them to work for you.
Right. No, exactly. You're right.
So I can't go by Jiffy Mart and pick up a Santo and then he come and do the work.
Yeah, and you know, you have to solicit bids, and you know, certain contractors have to be bonded a certain way. You know, it's a process.
It's a process, and that's why
it's very lengthy.
Right.
You know, people don't realize just how long it takes.
Exactly. And very often that's why you see the partnerships you have, because sometimes the partnerships are done to have somebody who's bonded, you know, and bonding isn't an easy thing for some of our local businesses to be able to do. All right. Well, you know, you have to call more often, because it seems like when you call, everybody else wants to get on the line. So I got somebody else.
Okay. Well, y'all take care, and you have a great day, okay?
You do the same. All right. Take care.
And I'll keep telling Gerard to behave.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're supposed to got my back in.
Well, she does. She don't want you getting in trouble. Okay. Good morning, WSTX.
Good morning. You know, you had that conversation with Mr. Naves today, and you were saying that, you know, well, people were telling their children to go to college instead of doing the trades. And, you know, I think some of that might have been going on, but I think a much bigger problem was happening. You know, we had people doing the trades, say early 80s, mid 80s. And then towards the end of the 80s, we just didn't have our children doing anything. It wasn't like they were going to college and they need great numbers and choosing a lot of them were just choosing to sell crack, you know, and they weren't. And while they were in high school, they weren't doing academics well either. You know, so it wasn't like they went from trade and then were doing academics. They weren't doing either. And
Right.
that's the problem. We have figured our children for a while now. And we really need to get serious about this and give them some guidance and get them to choose something. Because they're not, every area in the Virgin Islands is saying that they can't find workers. Even with the money that they got from, you know, from the federal government. The complaint was that they weren't spending it, they weren't getting things done. And the complaint was they were having problems even finding people to be able to fill out the paperwork that needed to for the federal government. So every area is complaining about finding qualified workers. The police commissioner was on another talk show this morning and was saying the same thing, that they get recruits, people interested in becoming police, but as they go along, the numbers whittle down.
Yes.
Either they can't do the fitness, they can't pass certain stages.
Yes.
And so by the end, they hardly have anybody to become a police officer. So everybody's complaining. And it shouldn't be surprising.
Yeah.
Because the education department is saying our children when they're in the third grade are not passing the math and English standardized national tests.
Yes. Go ahead.
Pardon?
Yeah, finish up.
So third grade, when you're talking about third grade math, you're talking about addition, subtraction, multiplication.
Well,
it is not.
It's a challenge.
They're not being able to. Pardon?
Now, what you're saying is a challenge that we have to deal with.
And we have to face it. We are not, and third grade math is not at, we're not talking about calculus. Parents can help at their children, or at least get their children to do the homework. So we have to realize we have been failing our children.
Yeah.
If they cannot pass a third grade math test, how are they going to become a carpenter, a plumber, an electrician?
I hear you.
But you know,
go ahead, Jared.
Sorry, but you know, Carla, part of the problem is back in the 80s, we used to have metal shop and wood shop and all this kind of stuff at the junior high level.
Yeah, I'm quite familiar with it.
Okay, because I was, one of them that went through those classes and stuff like that. And we learned to do stuff at the junior high level. And then when we went into central high,
you have done that with failing third grade, not failing third grade math, not being able to do third grade math.
Well, I had done pass through third grade.
Right. But I don't think that you all are right.
You needed that. You have mental stuff. You got to do things.
No, I understand what you're saying, but part of the problem is that is no longer available on the junior high level.
Okay, I'd like to interject here, right? You see, because one of the things I was pointing out that there's certain phases, like I talk about a time when folks were trying to get their children to go off to college, and a lot of them had a bias against manual labor. That was one part of the problem, and then the other part of the problem, like the caller was saying, is that people who have left, as well as people now not being able to meet certain basic educational requirements. I'm going to give you an example. At WAPA, at one point in time, we had a meter program where they were basically replacing old meters and everything else. And they brought in a bunch of young people. And at the end of that program, they were interested in hiring some of them. So they gave them a basic test, okay? And you got children who would look at a gauge that has from 0 to 100, and you point at the major marker for 10 and ask them how much that is, and they can't tell you because they can't read a gauge. You
exactly.
get a ruler, basic stuff.
That again, parents can could be teaching their children some of this stuff and used to be back in the day. I had like tape measures and stuff. I used to play with tape measures. So a lot of the stuff is not just that we as a community have been failing our children for a long time. And we don't seem to be realizing this. And until we start doing the basic things that used to be done with children, not in school, but at home, until we start doing some of those things with our children, we're going to continue. And I said, they can't find people to fill out paperwork. They can't find people to be engineers. They can't find people to do carpentry. I mean, every level, every area of employment, we are having trouble finding. And why? Because they can't do third grade math.
Yeah, and you say that
we need to admit this and do something about it.
Right.
If you have a child who doesn't know 3 times 4, what job can they fill?
Well, let's go a step further than that. Let's go a step further than that, because let's just say they can do the math. Let's just say they're capable of doing a job. We also have those.
We're just not making them do it.
Yeah, but I'm
not saying that they're not
no. I'm going somewhere.
Our children have the ability, and we really do have a good. But we just haven't been making them do it.
Right,
We're allowing them to sit on the couch and play on their phones or their video games.
Okay, but I'm trying to take you someplace else. Okay, which is we acknowledge all of that, right? We're acknowledging all of that, and then even then, with any pool of every 10 young people who could do the job, half of them want to do something else, and they ain't doing that. If you follow, right? If you follow, no, I'm serious. I'm serious.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Right.
Exactly
which means that we have to.
I've had young people who tell me they're interested in this, and it's an area that I'm not particularly interested in. And then I discover I know more about it than they do, and I'm like, how is this your area of interest? You're not doing anything in it. You're not learning about it.
Right.
And I realize a lot of young people just tell adults. So you ask them what they want to do. They tell you something just to get you off their back.
Okay.
They're not really interested in that. When you look at what they're doing, they do nothing. When the opportunities come up in that area, they do nothing in that area.
Well, when I was in
adult stuff to get them to leave them alone.
When I was in high school, you had to take something in the vocational arts, and you had certain choices, and you picked something. So you got some exposure, and this is where it's important. You don't spend your whole life asking children what you want to do. You have to put them in situations where they get some experience and say, well, I could do that, or I don't. Even if they say I could do it, but I don't like doing it, or whatever the case may be, but you got skills. You got skills.
If you see them not doing something, and that's what parents used to do. You see them, you give them choices and let them choose what they want to do. But then if you see them sitting on the couch doing nothing, parents are like, well, no, you can't do that. You get out the house and find.
Well, I know about that, because if I let them stay in the room and sleep or be on the phone or whatever while I outside raking up the grass and cleaning in the yard, who's gonna be cleaning the yard all the time, right?
Exactly.
You gotta put your foot down and get them out there.
When was the last time you seen a young person cutting grass? It's been years now.
Okay. Anyhow, I got somebody on line one.
Without doing anything outside, any chores, anything, it's got to be over 10 years now.
I hear you.
You gotta give 30 seconds.
Yeah, I got somebody on line one. I got to run to. But thanks for the call.
No problem.
I appreciate talking with you. All right, take care. All right. Good day, WSTX.
Yeah, Dougie. This situation with not sufficient workers, this, that, the other. I just heard Mr. CP talking with you, the physicist. And the thing is this, if nowadays they fling it out the window and everything. And everything that worked, that made the Virgin Islands what it is, they throw it. Why?
Well, okay, I have a theory. Okay? Because I know my times tables, but I don't mean I need to know 100 times 100. I could use a calculator too.
Oh,
But I could also
okay.
go into a store and make change.
Yeah.
Okay? And we, we have, as a community and how we raise our children, we have been too quick to adopt things that come down generally through the Department of Education. Okay, and so a lot of the things that we used to do, we don't do anymore. We're following some curriculum, whatever that filter down from the federal down through the local. We trying to leave no child behind and look back and see a whole crowd behind.
Well, because it's not adaptable to the Virgin Islands these days, I think, for the most part.
Well, it's really, if you look at what's happening with the United States ranking in education, it's not working for them either. And we need to open up our eyes and realize that if we really want to deal with the problem, we got to do something different. We have to actually be the proof of process that other people can follow.
Oh.
That's where we have to go. Now, unfortunately, sometimes the funding can be tied to whether or not you're doing what they're doing. Or you have to come up with a compelling case why they should give you the funding and let you continue doing what you're doing.
True.
And I don't think that we have that initiative going on here. But
we
did have it. We did have it. Okay. The fact of the matter is, there's this desire that was there, that even under oppressive conditions we excelled. It was there. But the fact of the matter is, in important ways, it is not there now, and it is not part of our educational infrastructure, our disciplinary and ethical infrastructure to promote these things. Now I may be restating the problem when I say that, but the important thing is we do have a problem. And if the United States is going to be, yes, I got you. If the United States is going to be the measure by which we're going to look at these things, then we need to look at what's happening in the United States in terms of the rest of the world. Anyhow, it's 5 minutes.
The Trump and MAGA yardstick we're using, because that's what got us in all this trouble to begin with.
I beg to differ. It started long before that.
Okay.
It started long before that.
He enhanced it. Let me tell you something. If anybody will tell me this man ain't done the wall in a month, then the mother love he. I hate them.
Okay.
Hate is such a harsh
word, man. You gotta love the man for something.
But anyway, Mr. Nibs,
we gotta go.
We gotta start wrapping up here. It's
okay.
Oh Lord,
okay.
Nice
joining you guys again.
Okay.
Next week, and behave yourself.
We're gonna behave.
Of course not.
And you I want you to share the love, brother man. Okay, put the hate aside and share the love.
Okay.
All right.
Put the hate aside and swing that tool.
Okay.
Yeah, that bewitched hour is coming. And being that we have a few minutes here, I want to do some house cleaning. I want to remind the public that the I Can Connect program is a program that if you or your loved one have considerable hearing and vision loss and meet income guidelines, you can get a free iPhone, iPad, or computer or Braille device for free. Just visit icanconnect.org or call 340-7692-4267. 340 692-4267 for more information, or visit icanconnect.org. VIU said under UVI also offers low interest loans for if you need to make your home accessible, if you need hearing aids, or you need some accessible device that you cannot afford. You can get a loan to pay for it. Just give us a call at 340-692-4267. We also assist persons with disabilities and seniors in using their mobile devices. You can also give us a call at 340-692-4266 to make an appointment to come in, and we will be happy to serve you. VIU said, working for you.
Let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Does VIU said charge for that for showing you how to use your phone and all this other good stuff?
No, it's free.
Okay, and that's why I asked the question. Okay, so this is a community service.
Yeah.
It's a community service, and I say that because for somebody who went from the old not so smartphone to the ones, these more intelligent ones, you know, the phone could do so many things that you could get lost, you could get bewildered, you could maybe even be intimidated by it. So it's great that in addition to being able to get the phone potentially for free, but now you got one, free or otherwise, birthday, whatever, you know, VIU said is there to assist. All right. And I could tell you, Jared will be teaching me about all these things the phone could do all the time. I said, me when I say that, he said, well, I can't see and I know. So maybe you don't need to see, maybe you need to just learn and know. But anyhow, it's just one of those things that definitely is a great thing that we have as a service here in the Virgin Islands. I say that, folks, there are things that sometimes you can get here in the Virgin Islands. You could go other places in the States and they ain't got it. I remember my mother explaining to me that she went up to La Plata, Maryland on a training program or internship program or whatever program it was, but she left flushing toilet and went up there to meet outhouse. Okay, so all right, don't be walking around saying that the Virgin Islands is always somehow behind every place else. We don't be in front sometimes.
Well, that is a service that I believe.
The outhouse?
No. The assisting persons with disabilities and seniors, or anyone that may need assistance with their phones. You just come, just call us 340-692-4266. Call and make an appointment, and you come in and you get assistance with probably getting your emails on your phone, whatever you may have. So and then we also have the equipment distribution, which is a DME, medical equipment, for free. So you can borrow a wheelchair walker, okay? For 30 days or more, just give us a call, come in, sign the papers, and you have it until whenever your insurance kick in. And once you get your walker, your cane, your wheelchair from your insurance, then you bring ours back so that somebody else could make use of the service. So everything you hear me speak about here is free with the exception of the loan program. The loan program, of course, you
gotta pay it back.
Pay that back.
Yeah. Anyhow, July, we hardly knew ye.
July done.
July done.
July 26th was the 36th anniversary of the ADA.
Mm-hmm. July.
They had a virtual ceremony on the 27th. If you look for it on the government YouTube channel, Government House YouTube channel, you can see it there. I think Government House Facebook page, you can see it there. at the end of that uh, celebration, there's a short video of me saying what I like or appreciate about the ADA.
Okay.
So I did that myself.
All right. Well, our time is up. I want to get just a quick reminder out there to folks before the marshal step in here. The art of making the Madras head tie. That's Wednesday, August 5th. All right. And it is something that you might want to check out. Bradley Christian is showing how to do it. It's part of the VI Breast Cancer Project in partnership with DPNR and Department of Library and Museums. Okay. We've got the Innovative Housing Construction Summit coming up, and they're going to be here on St. Croix on August 15th at the UVI Great Hall. Yes, Senator Marvin Blyden is out there pounding, showing you how you can build in a cheaper and stronger, cooler too way. All right. So just letting you know that those things are on the horizon. Definitely get out there and learn about it. All right.
And the marshal is in the house. So, we gotta go. So, we have come full circle.
She's doing her thing.
Yeah, you've come full circle. We're listening to Reflections with Doug and Jerry. We'll be back again next week, Thursday. Same time, same place, different topic. Peace out.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Hold on, let me end here.